Hi, all. Welcome back to the next chapter, chapter number 11 of the Law of Attraction. That's we need to go. We are going to learn more Law of Attraction techniques. So be happy for no reason, like a child. If you are happy for a reason, you are in trouble because the reason can be taken away from you. That's said by Deepak Chopra. Be happy for no reason, like a child. If you are happy for a reason, you are in trouble because that the reason can be taken away from you. I will share some more law of attraction techniques that I have been using from time to time to speed up my attractions. And here is a favorite LOA technique: keep writing your goals. The moment you write your goal as if you already have them, you send a magnetic energy to attract them to you. Have you ever experienced the difficulty of finding a product in the market and then once you buy it, suddenly you can see the product at many places and then you wonder why you couldn't find it when you needed it the most? This is very common experience. Are you curious about why this happens? It is because our brain has a part called RAS, that's called reticular activating system. Whenever you associate some person or something as yours, the RAS gives us it to a high priority. The RAS keeps scanning your environment just like a radar, and then moment it finds the same or the similar person or the product, it gives you a high alert attention. That's how you spot it. For example, a friend tells you his or her mobile number, but you seem to forget it easily. But when you get a new mobile number for yourself, you seem to remember this number with very little effort. And that's because the moment you say these numbers to yours, the RAS keeps it in a special and high priority memory bank. Similarly, when you go for a shopping, you will see that women can easily spot things that need to bought for house or for their children. On other hand, men easily spot things like electronics or the books to read. Now, I'm not saying that only women can spot the things for house or children, or only men can spot the things like electronics, books. What I'm saying using this generalized example is that we easily spot whatever gets registered with our RAS. You could use the strength of RAS like a radar to scan for the opportunities of your goals. It is very easy to use the RAS. All you have to do is write something down and then RAS knows this is important and will give it to a high priority. The RAS keeps scanning for it everywhere and give you the high alert that the moment it finds it. That's why in school we were asked to write those things which we needed to remember, and that makes sense to you. Is it right? So now the trick here is to write as you already have the goal, because then the RAS believe this is yours. It is important and it will give you a high alert attention. And the moment it finds some similar person or the product, it relate to you. For example, I once trained an organization of 200 people who were unable to meet their goal for about 6 months, and I asked all of them to write a reminder in their mobile. Congratulations, we have been already achieved the 250 crore of this financial year successfully and easily. And I asked them to play this as a daily reminder in their mobile calendar twice a day, the morning and the evening. I also asked them to write this statement repeatedly wherever they could during the day while at their work. Some of them even started writing it on the paper napkin in restaurant while waiting for someone. Some of them made a habit to write it once every day, then they started their work. And as a result, the financial year they made 245 crore. Do you think they were upset about a short of 5 crore? Sure, just a little, but they were more excited about reaching 245 crore because they were now close to their target before this. How did this happen? When they wrote it every day, their RAS reticular activation system constantly scanned their environment for the opportunities to meet their goal. Things which they were unable to spot earlier become clear and visible. I regularly use the power of RAS when I go for meetings. I write my goal as I'm able to speak confidently and creatively and have successfully got a long term business contract with this client. Now my RAS is at work gives me the every information necessary from my business subconscious memory scans and brings my attention to little details of the client so to help me achieve my scale. But don't just believe me blindly. Try out the power of your own RAS. Write down your goal right now and add a repeat alarm in your calendar twice a day. Keep writing this goal as you already have it, and RAS knows this is already yours. This is important to you. Your RAS will literally attract your attention to whatever is required to meet your goals. Try it now. Write your goals as you already have it, you already achieved it. Create a vision board. A picture speaks 1,000 words. So, create your vision boards. We learn in a chapter 9 that our mind thinks in a picture. One of the best ways to use the strength of our advantage is to create the vision board. A vision board is a board where you display visual photographs of your goal already achieved. Go for the test drive of the car you want to buy and take the picture while sitting in the driving seat. Display this picture on your vision board. Go to see the same sample flat of your dream house. Take the picture with your family in it and display that picture on your vision board. I wanted to keep the best selling author, so I went to a shop that sells award trophies and took the photograph holding a trophy. I displayed that picture on my vision board and wrote over there, Mitesh Khatri receiving National Best Selling Author Award. If you want to make a certain amount of monthly income in your business, then write a check to yourself for that amount and display that check on your vision board. If you want to keep get married, then get a beautiful wedding card, display it on your vision board with your name and add your life partner's name or the nickname and that you'd like to call them by. If a friend is angry with you and you want to mend your relationship with your friend, then take a photograph of happy memory with your friend and display it on your vision board. If you want to lose the weight, then get a photo from Google Images of any model with kind of body you desire, cut out the face and add your face to their photo, display it on your vision board. This is necessary because your mind can only help you to achieve which can it imagine. The more vivid and real pictures, the more mind gets used to that pictures, the more it will attract opportunities to make it real. Your reality in the external world is the reflection of the reality in your internal world. I said the reality of your internal world. View your vision board regularly so that the picture of your vision board becomes a reality of the internal world of your mind. The second technique is surrender. Don't ask how. Surrender yourself. Surrender your worries, let go of your attachment, and you will realize that you are always being taken care of. Surrender your worries, let go of your attachment, and you will realize that you are always taken care of. Many times, participants call me after the law of attraction workshop or the coaching and complains that despite doing their affirmation, visualization every day, they are unable to get the results. What do you feel and think most of the time about your goal? I ask them. Within a few minutes of interaction, I realize that they are always restless and constantly think about when they will attract their results and how it will really work. Evidently, they live in the frequency of not having the goal. How can they attract the 93.5 megahertz if they are tuned to 105 megahertz? So I asked the participant to practice the surrender and stop asking how. Every time you worry about your result, you wonder how it will happen or get impatient. By feeling this, you will block your ability to receive what you want. When you worry about your results, you vibrate at negative frequency, which takes you away from your goal by attracting all kind of negative problems. So stop asking how and feel, think, believe and act as already you have that you achieved your goal. When you go to the restaurant and order a food, do you constantly worry about whether the food will come or not? Whether the waiter or the cook will remember your order among so many people? No, you don't do this because you simply place the order and wait patiently. Sometimes there is a delay, but eventually you get what you want. And here is how I practice surrender and stop asking how. When our first book, Awaken the Leader in You, was published, Indu and I were initially quite confused and worried about how we could turn into a bestseller. Then one day we realized that we were blocking our attraction by worrying and thinking too much about how it would happen. So we decided that every time we thought of how, we would say, that's none of our business. The universe will take care of how, and we would just focus on taking the best possible action that we could think of. In just few days after that, we attracted the good fortune of meeting the best-selling author Radhakrishna Pillai, the author of Corporate Chanakya. He was very generous in sharing with us a lot of simple strategies that he had personally used to turn Corporate Chanakya and all his following books into the bestsellers. Based on his guidance, the support of publisher Jaco, and with the grace of universe, we started taking the right steps, and eventually, in just few months, Awaken the Leader in You become the bestseller. That's the magic. Initially, we were restless and constantly worried, so we did not attract the right frequency that would help us to do the right things or have the right ideas to promote the book. However, the moment we shifted our frequency by practicing surrender and stopped asking how, we attracted the right people, right situation, and our actions started producing results such is the power of surrender. You must remember that LOA is a world of magic, not the world of logic. If you ask how, you have shifted out your world of magic into the world of logic. So, magic happens to those who believe in it. If you want magical results, then don't ask how. Simply visualize your goal, feel grateful as you already have it. Use your affirmative thoughts, believe that you already achieved it, you already deserve for it, and act it's yours. Then just surrender it and let's see the magic. Magic will open and magic will feel, magic will realize. Now, the next chapter, the perfect zone. One of the ways to speed up your attraction is to live in the perfect zone instead of the imperfect zone. For example, when we are about to go for a holiday, the few days before the date for a travel, we exist in the holiday zone. We are happy, relaxed, excited, preparing for and looking for the holiday. So, if you live in the holiday zone until the time you come back from your holiday, the moment you come back, you are out of the holiday state of mind. We always live in a zone or another, one state of mind to the another. When it comes to achieving the goal, most people live in the imperfect zone where they still feel something is missing before they achieve their goal. Living in imperfect zone tunes you into the negative frequency and thus pushes you away from your goal. Living in the perfect zone help you to tune into the exact frequency of your goal that help you to attract it towards you. What exactly is a perfect zone? Well, as the name suggests, it is a zone where life is perfect. Nothing is missing. Everything is perfect. So, perfect zone is a state of mind where life is perfect. Most people sleep in the imperfect zone where they believe their life is not the way it's supposed to. They sleep thinking, planning, wondering how to achieve their goals. Many people even have sleepless nights worried about what will happen if they don't achieve their goals. This is the frequency of imperfect zone. And here is what I do when I sleep every night. I sleep imagining that my life is perfect and it exactly the way I want it. Everything I wanted is already in my life, and I do this consciously, imagining all that I want. I already have it. I feel grateful and blessed about such a perfect life. Sleep in my perfect zone. Even though my day have been with the full of challenges and the barriers, I sleep in my perfect zone every night, and this helped me to tune into the exact frequency of my goal to attract them towards me rather than the deflect them. Even during the day, whenever I worry and wonder how things will work, I consciously remind myself to switch from the imperfect zone to the perfect zone. All I do is imagine that everything is perfect, and suddenly my emotion, thoughts, and beliefs shift into the positive frequency, into the positive zone. When you believe in the perfect zone, you feel secured, grounded, and peaceful. As a result, you think in the positive, creative, and a powerful way. You have growing belief instead of your limiting beliefs. And finally, as a result of all, you are guided by your subconscious mind. Take the right actions, creative actions, and consistent actions, and to attract your desired goals. So, starting now, create your own perfect world and live it in the all the time, especially sleep in it. Collect positive references. A friend of mine had been unable to achieve the business target for a long time, and I asked him to use the law of attraction techniques to visualize and affirm your what they want. He refused because he thought the law of attraction did not work. I sat with him for an hour and helped him to recognize whether he got the results in his life, and it was because he is unconsciously using the law of attraction by feeling, thinking, and believing and acting confidently. When he realized that the law of attraction is not some external force but it's an internal force which is always at the work within us, he was willing to consciously use the law of attraction technique, and as a result, within a month, he managed to achieve his business target after long time. What I did with my friend was help to recognize the positive references and how the law of attraction had already given him the positive results, and that too by using unconscious feelings. Next is unconditional happiness. Be happy for no reason. That's unconditional happiness. Be happy for no reason. Be happy for no reason like a child. If you are happy for a reason, you are in trouble because that reason can be taken away from you. And this statement said by Deepak Chopra. I believe you know about him. You must have heard of unconditional love. Similarly, there is also something called unconditional happiness, feeling happy for no reason. Happily people or the happy people will definitely attract more happiness. So, create a habit of unconditional happiness. Unfortunately, most people practice unconditional sadness and feel sad for no reason. And I'm sure you have also gone through the situation where you felt low, though you didn't have a concrete reason to feel. When you are sad for any reason, even without reason, we already vibrating at the negative frequency and ready to attract the more negativity. Similarly, whether you are happy for a reason or without reason, we are always vibrating at the positive frequency to attract more positivity. All spiritual teachers promote this habit of unconditional happiness because they know that happy people attract happy life no matter what their life conditions. Meet LOA practitioner. Professor meet professor, businessman meet businessman to enhance their knowledge and experience of their own field. One of the best ways to become the master of using the law of attraction technique is to meet more and more LOA practitioners to exchange the knowledge and also the experience. I've created a LOA group on the Facebook where you can meet the people like us and discuss your challenges and ask for a solution, share your success story, and help you to become the better LOA practitioner. The LOA coaching. One of the way to learn and the master something is through your own experiences of trial and error. Another way of learning something faster is using the something else experience. Thus, I encourage you to call me for the coaching session on the law of attraction so that I can take the so you can take the advantage of the years of experience that I have helped to attract the goals faster than doing trial and error. For LOA coaching, you can attract me at Mitesh at guidinglightindia.com. Stop using LOA. Many times when participant comes to me worried that they are not able to use the law of attraction effectively, and I advise them to stop using LOA completely for some time. Why? Because sometimes we are tired of failing and it is crucial to take a break, take some rest, start the game after some time. What I mean is, there is a no hurry. The law of attraction is not a scared commodity. So take a break. You can start visualizing using the affirmation, taking the right actions after the break. I do this whenever I feel uncomfortable using the LOA. As a result of my mind gets the time to relax and I start after a few days again. My mind supports me fully. The best part about this technique is you don't have to do anything. Just stop using LOA for a few days until you feel comfortable. And that's our chapter of lot of techniques to learn the LOA techniques. And we will meet you in the next chapter, which is why LOA does not work. This is very powerful. So you are not the victim of your life, you are the creator of life. So let's meet in the next chapter. Thank you very much.